What's the best prayer items? I'm going to go through each slot one by one and give you the top 3. Let's start with the helmet. And the best thing to use is the mitre. Not 100% sure on the pronunciation there, but there is a lot of these variants from all the different RuneScape gods. I'm using Gothics for this example, and it gives +5. After that, we have the Proselyte Sallet at +4. And for the third one, we actually have a bunch of items that are tied, but most of you probably own the Helm of Natisnot, which gives +3. But you could also use the Verrock Helm or, for example, the Initiate Sallet too. When it comes to capes, we have the RD Cloak 4, which gives +6. You get this from the Elite Ardoon Diary. If you don't have this one, then use the RD Cloak 3, which gives +5. Here you also have the 3rd Age Cloak, but I imagine most of you don't have that one. And after that we have Skill Capes and RD Cloak 2 at +4. And if none of those works, then use the God Cloaks. Any god will work and they give +3. The best amulet to use is the Dragon Bone Necklace or the Bone Crusher Necklace, both at +12. After that we have any god stole at +10. And finally we have the Holy Symbol or Unholy Symbol, both of them gives +8. For the ammo slot, the best thing to use is the Rada's Blessing 4, which gives +2. You get this from the Kebos and Current Elite Diary. If you don't have that, then simply use any God Blessing. They are very cheap and give +1 prayer. For the weapon slot, God Swords are best at +8. After that, you actually have a tie between a lot of items. Any Crosshair is great, they give +6. You could also use the Verrock's Flail. You could also use the Void Knight Mace or the 3rd Age Druidic Staff, but I imagine most of you don't have that. And if none of this works for you, then use the Dragon Mace at +5. For the body, the best thing to use is the Proselyte Hauberk at +8. This is also tied with the 3rd Age Druidic Robe Top. Then you have a tie between these 3 items, the Initiate Hauberk, any God Robe Top, or the simple Monk's Robe. I had the trimmed version, but it doesn't give any extra. And all of these gives +6. For the shield slot, the best thing to use is the Falador Shield 4, which you get from the Falador Elite Diary. This gives +5. This is also tied with any God Book and any Brudo Shield. If none of these work for you, I would recommend the Falador Shield 3 or 2, which is quite easy to get. When it comes to the legs, it's the exact same thing as body. So first we have the Proselyte legs at +6. If that doesn't work, then Initiate, God Robe Tops or Monk's Robe for +5. For the glove slot, the best thing to use is Holy Wraps at +3. After that we have the Tormented Bracelet at +2. And then we have a tie between the God Vambraces and the White Gloves, which both of them give +1. The best boots to use are the Devout Boots at +5, then the Holy Sandals at +3, and finally the Guardian Boots at +2. If you're an Iron and these are hard to get, then you could use the Blessed Dragonhide Boots, White Boots, or the Bandos Boots. All of those give +1. The best ring to use is the Ring of the Gods Eye, which is the imbued version of the Ring of the Gods. This one gives +8. After that, you have the Ring of Suffering Eye, which is the imbued version of the Ring of Suffering. And if none of those works, then you have the Explorer's Ring, and any tier will work. This one gives +1 prayer. In case you're wondering, the unimbued Ring of the Gods gives +4 and the unimbued Ring of Suffering gives +2. The best possible prayer bonus is +66 and can look something like this. Of course, you can switch out the shield for one of these two, or if you have, you could use the 3rd Age Druidic Robe Top and Robe Bottom to look a little bit better. If you have a RuneScape question, leave it in the comments, subscribe, and the next video may be your answer.